entertainment. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Still moving. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Murray running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They go with Murray again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Throwing now is Rodgers. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
On the return, here's DeAndre White. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Manning the throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On 1st down, Murray down to the 30 after a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A first down carry now for Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Now it's Miller running right. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Now Manning. Well, this is brought in by Pryor. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. On the counter, it's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Manning. They find some open field here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Brad Nortman on now to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll run the counter with Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. They'll try the right side with Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go back to Murray on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A toss to Murray. Oh, what a move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. To throw on third down. Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. Big yardage there for the Browns. 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Tenth carry of the game now. Murray. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Rodgers on third down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Carlos Dunlap in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie things up at 6-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Second down, here's Manning. Gets it to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jurrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Manning throwing on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Shotgun now for Manning. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. First down, Rodgers. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. He's got it at the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A handoff. It's Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
First and 10, here's Manning. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. One final try now for Manning. It's brought in by Kevin White. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Manning. He completes it right side to White. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's a give to Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now a former Buckeye back home. It's Carlos Hyde. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Powers through.
That's a player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Manning. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now after the completion. Timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's got room. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Again, it's Murray. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Elsewhere around the NFL, there in the 3rd quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now it's Miller, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. The first thrown out for the backup, Nathan Peterman. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll toss it to Miller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage. And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it. And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great. And defensively, a backbreaker. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. DeMarco Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead is up to 14. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right. Throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine. I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They run with Murray. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now.
This time Peterman will throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
2nd and 10 now, Peterman. White's got a 1st down and more. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Green, 39, green.
On 2nd down, here's Peterman. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 33. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
Throwing now, Peterman on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Marty.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Peterman. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Set. Green 39.
Out of the gun, Peterman. He dumps it to Hyde. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Now let's go. Over.
From the red zone now, here's Peterman on 1st down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And the Lions able to stretch their lead as they score again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoff. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
give. This is Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. This is Murray. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. It's a 7th loss of the year, so that means they will not reach their goal that they stated before the season began of being a 10-win team.
And now things get a little bit bumpy. Something might be a little bit off with this team because they expected to get to 10, which is kind of the threshold for all teams that hope to make the playoffs. Now, in order to get there, they're going to need plenty of help, but maybe the team chemistry might be off a little bit.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.